my favorite matchup of the week,
Yeah.
the Chargers at the Jaguars.
Yeah.
This one, so the Chargers are favored by 2 in Jacksonville. Combined total of 47.5. So this is supposed to be a high-scoring game, a very close game between Trevor Lawrence, everybody's golden boy last year, and Justin Herbert, the superstar rookie. This is just awesome.
This will be
I
cool.
love this.
It has good narrative.
Good vibes.
Good vibes. Yeah, it has good vibes. Yeah, it does have good
Tremendous vibes.
Tremendous vibes.
The Chargers haven't been to the playoffs in a little while. They're somewhat used to being in the playoffs. Their fan base with the Phillip Rivers years, but Herbert, this is his 3rd year. He's been great. He was tremendous as a rookie. Even better last year, and not quite the level we were expecting this year, but he's still been a very good quarterback.
Yeah, and it's been so rough on the receiver core.
Yeah, and he's just one of those young guys that everybody looks at and is like, wow, this guy's career could be special. And this is the start, theoretically of that special career. And when we look at Trevor Lawrence, it's the exact same story, but even on a higher level.
Yeah.
Where, everybody pre-draft was talking about this guy, nobody bigger since Andrew Luck. Some people taking it all the way back to Peyton Manning.
Yeah.
Like, really, when you look back, the 3 draft prospects that, you see, and it's just like, this is the guy. It's Peyton Manning, Andrew Luck, and Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah.
And after the shit show that he dealt with, winning 1 game with Urban Meyer being a literally abusive head coach.
Yeah, I was pissed.
I
was pissed for him.
And then you get Doug Peterson in here, which when they hired Doug Peterson, I was so happy.
Yeah.
Of course, coaching the Eagles, you just have to hate him when he coaches the Eagles because you have to hate the Eagles.
Yeah.
You sign a contract when you become an NFL fan.
They're hateable, yep.
But man, I love Doug Peterson.
Yeah.
He's a good coach. He's experienced. He's a veteran. He knows what he's doing. He won a Super Bowl 5 years ago. Like, it's just crazy that a coach that won a Super Bowl 5 years ago is coaching on a different team now.
Yeah, and he's coaching with Trevor Lawrence. A guy who is everyone's kind of rooting for.
Yeah,
I mean,
the Jaguars could not have done anything better for their franchise than signing Doug Peterson. But then, middle of the season, the Jaguars didn't look like they were going anywhere. It was okay. It's like, this team, they're winning some games. They're competing a little bit. They're making progress. I'm hopeful for next year. But they're in the playoffs right now. They're hosting a playoff game. They went on a hell of a run.
Their fans came out.
Yeah.
Their fans are out, dude.
Oh, yeah. That's the crazy thing is, Jacksonville's known for just empty stadium. Even in 2017 when they had that elite defense, Saxonville is what they called them, there weren't many fans there.
Yeah.
But yeah, looking at that Week 18 win and in game against division rival Tennessee Titans, that stadium was packed, and they had an impact on that game.
Yeah.
And that's just awesome.
That is awesome.
I mean, the Jags have always been one of those teams that you just kind of like. They have a decent color scheme.
Like,
Jaguars are a cool animal, and also they're not a threat to your team, so you can cheer for them.
They're one of the non-threatening cat teams in the NFL. Yeah.
But yeah, back to this Chargers, Jaguars, these teams in this game. It's just really cool to see both teams in the playoffs, and they're just both so starved of playoff football that this game is going to be fought tooth and nail. It's going to be a fight.
Yeah.
And I think it'll be a high-scoring fight, which is always a super fun game to watch. But this is the type of game you can just watch.
Yeah.
Unless you're a Chargers or Jaguars fan, of course you'll be cheering for your team then. Although Chargers fans, I don't know if they exist.
They're very upset and they live in San Diego.
Yeah.
They're all very frustrated.
They watch the Chargers filled with anger and hatred, but they still watch. But jokes aside, this game is just going to be fun to watch. If I would recommend the way you watch this game is you just put it on, don't expect anything, Don't hope for anything. Just watch it.
Yeah, just watch football.
And
Just watch the football happen.
This game could be a classic.
Yeah.
Like, I'm going to love it because neither of these teams are elite. They've both shown they can be very good at times and very bad at other times. I'm not expecting that side of either of these teams.
Yeah. Sometimes a lack of eliteness can make a better team, like a better game to watch.
Yeah,
you know?
because they're both good enough to play good football where you're watching and impressed by watching it.
Yeah.
But neither one is so much better than the other that it's going to be one team doing that. It's just going to be great football on the field, no matter who's on the offense, what part of the game it is. I think this is just going to be a fantastic game.
Yeah.
The AFC is just stacked with great young quarterbacks. It's right now the big rivalry is Patrick Mahomes and Josh Allen, but you've also got Joe Burrow has a bit of a rivalry with Mahomes. And I mean, Herbert and Lawrence are two guys that
they could have a rivalry.
They're that talented. They're just as talented as those guys. But they haven't been on teams so good that they're playing those meaningful games with these guys.
So yeah, this could be another cool QB battle.
Yeah, and this could be
the beginning.
This could be either both Herbert and Lawrence inserting themselves into some of those elite QB rivalries, or at least one of them. Because one of these guys is going to play Josh Allen or Patrick Mahomes this year. One of them has to win this game. And so them getting into there, just seeing one of these teams move forward, I'm going to have fun watching that team either way.
Yeah.
So it's not just the game that's going to be awesome. It's just that both of these teams, I think, whichever one advances, is going to be awesome to watch this playoff season.